So we are discussing XPath, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, XPath. I think so. We have last two, three options. We have discussed up to child. Up to child we discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Up to child option we discussed. Now see, let us see the next option. Following. There is another keyword, another form function following we can use.
Screen unable to see, sir. On the screen.
Oh, sorry, not shared. One second. Yeah. Now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now let us see this option, following option. What is this following option and what is the use of this following option? Okay. See, in our same in the redbus.in website, let me open redbus.in website. Okay. So I'm searching Chennai to Bangalore and select the date. Okay, some date, such bus. It displays such results. And here, suppose if I want to select SRM transports, okay, SRM transports, and I want to get this value, number of seats, how many seats are available in SRM transports bus. Are you clear? I want to get
Yes, sir.
this element. I want to get this element. I want to identify this element. We will see that later how to get the value from this element later. Now I want to identify this particular element. For specified bus or suppose are getting departure time. I want to know what is the departure time for SRM transports. Departure time, this one, correct? This is a departure time, 4:45 p.m. Understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or for any travel bus, I want to get a departure time, or you want to get number of seats like that. Then to identify this element, let us see first the structure attributes of this element. This element, okay, this is the element. Now how we can identify, how to get departure time element, how to identify departure time element for SRM transport. So how to get this one? First we have to find where SRM transport, first we have to identify this element because we want to get a departure time for SRM transport bus. Got it? So first we have to identify this SRM transports element in this column, first column. Once it is identified in the same row, you have to get this departure element. So this is the element, this is the departure element for this SRM transports bus. Are you clear? Suppose if you want to get a
Yes, sir.
departure time for VRL travels, okay, first you have to identify this VRL travels bus element, and then you have to get this element in the same row. This is a row, correct? These are the columns. First identify the bus element, and after that identify departure element in from that particular row. Understand? That's how we have to get that a departure time element. Now let us see that how it is identified. See here the XPath, how it is defined for this. Starting from division, class equal to private bus. Let us see that. Where is the division? Class is equal to private bus. Is there anything? I think so. This one, division equal to class is equal to private buses. Are you clear? See now maybe that is value may be changing. Yeah, correct. Private buses. Look at this. I will copy it here. Following. What happened? Okay, it is very big one. Now see that xpath starting from division with the class is equal to private buses. See this is the element. Where is that? Yeah, this is the division class. Class is equal to private buses. After that, what is there? I think so. This is clearly visible to you, right? Now inside that,
Yes, sir.
ul with the class value bus list. Inside that division, see there is a ul with the class value bus list. Clear? That is the element. And next li list item. So inside that list item, first list item, inside that list item and the division. Are you clear? Division, and inside that division with the class value details, block, bus data block. See that with this class there is some division element here. See inside the list division, and inside that there is one more division with the details bus. See this one, I think so. Details block, bus data block. See this division, details block and bus data block. So inside this division, that bus name is defined. See that SRM transport. Are you clear? See, you to identify this SRM transport, this is the element. Bus name is, what is the title? SRM transport. That means we have to identify the element with the title SRM transport inside this division element. So that is what it is doing. Division with the class value, details block and bus data block, and inside that h4 element. See this tag name is h4. So with h4 element and with the title SRM transports. Are you clear? That means up to here, up to this tag, we are identifying this element. Which element? SRM transports element. This element will be identified. Understand? This SRM transports element is identified by using this xpath up to here. Division, and again ul, inside that li division with class this one, and inside that with h4 element with the title SRM transports. See, and where this departure time is available for this SRM bus. See inside this division the bus name is defined. Are you clear? Understand? And for this SRM transport, where bus timing is defined. See this is the timing, I guess. See time block inside this division. Not this division is not inside this division. That means this division element is not a child element for this division. Understand? So this is the division. Look at that here. Which block is highlighted? This division is defined for this block, and this division is defined for this block. So inside this block, bus name is defined, and inside this block, time is defined. Are you clear? Departure time and arrival time, or departure time is defined. So now this division element is not a child element for this division. So how to define this division element? First we have to identify this SRM transport element that is identified up to here. Look at that here. Up to here we identified SRM transports bus element. Clear? Now when you have to use slash, if this element, see now we have to get this block element. and inside this element we have this departure time. So I want to get this departure time element. So to get this departure time element, first you have to get this division element. See, but this division element is not a child element for this SRM transport division element. See, this is the division element for SRM transport's bus name, and this is the division element for the timing block. So this time block division is not a child element for bus name block. So how to identify this? Suppose if this division is a child element for this division, then how to write the XPath? Division backslash, again you will be writing division. In case if this division is a child element for this division, but here this division is a sibling. That means it is another element which is defined at the same level. So this division is not a child for this division. This division is called sibling for this division. Sibling means children's child tags at the same level. Understand? That means this division tag and division tag has the same parent. Understand? So that's why these two tags, these two elements are sibling elements. So how to define a sibling element? But this sibling element is below this division element. Understand? This time block element is below this division element, but this division element is not a child, but it is a sibling tag. So to identify sibling tags below this division element, how to define that? So we are using following. That means following means the element which present below this h4 tag, below this h4 tag. I want to identify some element which is present below this h4 tag. See, this division element is below this h4. Is it right? But this division element is not a child element to this h4, but this division element present below this h4 tag in the HTML file. So for that purpose, we are defining here following. Following means it defines the HTML, any HTML tag which is present below this previous HTML tag, HTML element. Are you clear? So below this HTML tags, which element I want to identify? That means below this h4 there are so many tags. Span is there, and this division is there. Again this division is there. Again this division is there. So all these HTML tags are below this h4. So all these HTML tags can be defined by using following and two colons, and then you have to specify which element you want to identify from these below tags that we are defining here. Division element with the class name as a time block. That means below this h4 element I want to identify a division element with the time block bus data block. So this is the element I want to identify below this h4 element. So that will be identified here by using this statement. Are you clear? That means how it will identify? First it should identify this tag. Once it is identified, inside that it will identify h4 tag. Once h4 is identified, from this tag below it will identify this division tag. Understand? Once it is identified, from here it will go to this division tag. No, this one, original departure time. Where is the departure time? Yeah, departure time, this one. See, departure time tag. So we have to identify this a tag from this division. So that is what we define here. Division and a child also. See, child, see here. Inside the division and between a and a division, there can be any tag. What is the meaning of this? Child, two colons and a star. What is the meaning of this? Any child, any HTML tag can present between division and a, or you can use simply two double slashes. Understand? Division a, See, look at this here. Inside the time block, this is the time block, and inside that there is one more division. Again, one more division. Then, sorry, here inside division, again one more division, and then A is there. Are you clear? A element is there here. So that is what here we defined inside the division, and directly I defined A. In between, there is one more HTML tag. Suppose if that HTML tag is keep on changing, that HTML tag value is keep on changing. In that case, we can define like this. Otherwise, directly we can define double slash. Just simply for showing example, I defined here it here. Star we can use. Child the colon slash star. When you can use this? If you don't know what is the HTML tag at this particular position, then you can use right like this. Understand? So now it will identify this particular HTML element. Now let us see that. Go to IDE. Let us highlight this. Copy this. And open the application. Now let us see that it should highlight this one. Which one? This one. This element should be highlighted by using this xpath. One second. It is highlighting somewhere. Where it is highlighting. Where it is highlighting. SRM transports. Correct, right? Yeah, 1 second. I have a doubt lost here. And the child tag we have written right inside. 1 second. Let me check it here. Inside this division class time block, what is there? Inside this division time block, there is one division, again one more division. There are two divisions inside this element, but here we have not defined that. Inside time class block, division, okay, again division, correct only. So in this place we can write directly division also. Division, it should work. Departure time. The class name is right. Let me check that. Departure time. A with the class name. Oh, sorry. Here it is A, not A. Remove this. It is wrong. Okay, sorry. Division slash is missing. Division A. See, there are two divisions inside a time block. Look at that here. Inside time block, this is one division and the second division. Inside this second division, A element is there with the class name departure time. So that is what. After this time block, we have to define two divisions and then A with the class value departure time. Understand? Now copy this. Now find it. See, it is highlighting. 1 second. See, it is highlighting here inside this HTML code. That is the element it is finding. Are you clear? See, it is the element it is finding. So this
In
element
the screen,
is
it's not highlighting.
what going?
It's not highlighting in the application.
Yeah, maybe sometimes, right, it is not visible in the application for us. That's why it is highlighting here. See that. That is the element which is identified by using this xpath. So this element is, what is this element in the application? See, in the application, see, even if you select here, it is not highlighting. That's why I think so.
Mhm.
1 second. When you select this tag, it should identify in the application, right? See, here also it is not identifying in the application by selecting this tag. Understand?
Mhm.
That's why it's not highlighting there.
Okay.
But it is showing highlighting. See, now it is highlighting.
Yeah.
This element is identifying this particular element. So this is the element we identified. That means, see, here there is some simple logic. If you want to find departure element for urban transports, what I have to do? I have to modify here transport title in the XPath. See, transport title we define here. Title equal to SRM transports or airborne transports. HEBON, airborne transports. See, now same XPath, just by changing this bus name, bus title, it will identify a different airborne transports. Right? No, spelling is wrong. Hebron, HEBRON, Hebron transport. Correct, right? HEBRON, Hebron transports. Yeah, correct, right? Why it's not highlighting? Hebron, HEBRON transports. No, it's not. XPath title equal to Hebron transports. Spelling is right? Okay, 1 second. Let me highlight this. What is the title? So there is a hash here. Look at that here. Okay, the title is something different, wrong. That's why it is not highlighting. You have to define the title correctly. Okay, no hash. Okay, see, now it is highlighting. No error is coming, right? Yeah, no error is coming now.
Where is the hash, sir? Sir, where is the hash?
No hash there. Just I copied that value, this value. Okay, from here. Maybe spaces
Okay,
here.
okay.
There may be more spaces here between
Okay,
Hebron
okay.
and transports. Are you clear?
Mm.
That is the problem. That's why I
Okay,
copied
okay.
this value here directly. Then it is highlighting.
Mm-hmm.
See, now it is not throwing any error.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not displaying any error. That means that element is identified. Okay. See, like that, right? See,
Yeah.
yeah, by changing this title, we can identify any bus in this results table. For any bus, we can find the departure time, or we can find the number of seats value element, anything. We can identify dynamically for any bus. We can identify this departure time or arrival time or number of seats. These elements can be found with respect to this bus name. Understand? So if you want to automate like this, then definitely we have to use this following option in the XPath. That means it will identify first this element. After that, below this element should present. Are you clear? That's how it will identify. First it identifies this element, and then below this HTML element it will search for this element, departure time element below this.
Sir,
Hmm.
initially you have written right child that is not required, huh?
What is it, ma?
Initially you have written right child. After that you replace the child with a div. division element.
Yeah, that is not required. That is not required. See here, division, right? Instead of division, suppose in this position, sometimes it is division, sometimes it is a span element. That means dynamically, this element is keep changing at this position in the HTML file. Understand? Sometimes this element at this position is division, sometimes it is defined as a span. So I'm not sure what element is present right now at this position. Then how to define that? There are two ways. Without knowing what is the element present at this position, how you can identify a without using this element name? Then we can define like this: two double slashes, or we have to define like this: child, two colons, star. What is the meaning of this? Any HTML element. Are you clear? Any HTML tag. Any tag can present at this position. That is the meaning of this. Or simply we can remove. We can use this also, double slash also. Or if you know exactly what is the tag name, then you can define the tag name directly. Are you clear? So like
Okay,
that
sir.
we can define this. We can use following tag sometimes in our xpath to identify dynamic element. See, these elements are dynamic elements. Are you clear? In the application, in these search results, these elements, all elements are dynamic elements. Understand? These elements are all are
Yes.
dynamically displayed. Depends upon the search value what you are searching. Correct. So this is a dynamic table.
Yes.
So identifying these dynamic table elements are very difficult. Without using xpath, it's very difficult to find this, to identify these elements in the Selenium script. Understand? But by using Selenium xpath, we can easily identify dynamic elements using Selenium. Are you clear? Now similarly, there is one more option, ancestor. Similar to following, there is ancestor. Ancestor means what is that meaning? Suppose see, ancestor means nothing but, see, this is the element I identified. For example, what is the parent for this H4? Division. For this, what is the parent? This division. For this, what is the parent for this Li? For this Li, what is the parent? UL. So these are the parents hierarchy, correct? Ancestors means any HTML element in the parents hierarchy. Any HTML element within the parents hierarchy is called ancestor. Are you clear? That means I identified, so for example, I identified here, up to here, I identified a bus name. So from this bus name element, with respect to this bus name element, which element you want to identify? For example, I want to identify HTML element below that bus name. Then we have to use following. Suppose if you want to identify some element which is some ancestor parent for this SRM transports element. Ancestor parent means some parent element that may be present at the next level, at the previous levels, maybe grandparent or its grandparent. You can identify any parent object, any parent element for this SRM transport by using ancestor. Instead of defining here following, we have to use ancestor and then define that particular element attribute value. Like that we can use ancestor to identify previous parent HTML tags. Understand? Similarly, preceding is similar to following. Preceding below, following means any HTML element below the tag. Preceding means any HTML element above the tag. That is the meaning of that. Any HTML element above the tag, that is called preceding. Following means any HTML element below the tag, that is called following. Ancestor means any previous parent HTML tags. Are you clear? Any parent HTML tag, any parent, it can be immediate parent or grandparent or its grandparent. At any level, that parent can be at any level. In that case, we use ancestor tag. Understand when to use this ancestor and preceding? Understand? So generally, these three options, following, ancestor, preceding, can be used to identify more complex dynamic elements. Otherwise, we don't use this. These three complex. Hello, hello. Mm, mm. என்னம்மா? చెప్పమ్మా. వినిపిస్తుంది, చెప్పు. రాలేదే, ఏం మెసేజ్ రాలేదే? ఆఫ్లైన్ ఉన్నది చూపిస్తుందమ్మా. నువ్వు యు ఆర్ ఇన్ ఆఫ్లైనా?